Toronto, for a city striving to become a major technology center, it was a prize catch. A Google corporate sibling would spend the coming year planning a futuristic metropolis in a derelict part of Toronto's waterfront. When announcing this fall that the company, Sidewalk Labs, would create a city of tomorrow, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada promised the project would create technologies that will help us build smarter, greener, more inclusive communities. Even the nasty weather off Lake Ontario would be tamed, the developer pledged. But tempering the excitement of some Toronto residents are concerns that are perhaps inevitable when it comes to a company renowned for collecting and analyzing data. Quayside, as the project is known, will be laden with sensors and cameras tracking everyone who lives, works, or merely passes through the area. In what Sidewalk calls a marriage of technology and urbanism, the resulting mass of data will be used to further shape and refine the new city. Lifting a term from its online sibling, the company calls the Toronto project a platform. But extending the surveillance powers of one of the world's largest technology companies from the virtual world to the real one raises privacy concerns for many residents. Others caution that, when it comes to cities, data-driven decision-making can be misguided and undemocratic. There's an enormous amount of interest, and also quite a bit of concern, said Shauna Braille, the director of the University of Toronto's Urban Studies program. It will be a political issue no matter what. Quayside is the most significant new project for Sidewalk Labs, an urban technologies company that is part of Alphabet, Google's parent company. Set up in 2015, it is headed by Daniel L. Doctoroff, a former New York City deputy mayor and former chief executive of Bloomberg. Mr. Doctoroff, who peppers conversations about Quayside with references to consultation and transparency, came to Toronto fully expecting concerns and criticism. If you're going to convince people about new ideas, they have to be a part of it, Mr. Doctoroff said. The whole notion of this place as a platform is apparently more democratic than, we think, traditional placemaking has actually been. During its first 2 years in operation, Sidewalk looked at 52 places in the United States and several others around the world for a site to begin building cities of the future, Mr. Doctoroff said. But in Toronto, the company's interests found a match. An agency that included the federal government, the city, and the province of Ontario was looking for a developer for about 800 acres of federally owned waterfront just east of downtown. It was last developed during the 1950s, when officials hoped that the St. Lawrence Seaway would allow trade with Europe to become an integral part of Toronto's economy. Little of that vision came to fruition. The area is now home to overflow parking for car dealerships, an abandoned grain elevator, and docks lined with small, slightly shabby cruise boats where high school prom parties are held. No one calls it home.